So greetings to everyone. So today we are going to discuss about the topic of trapezoidal dam, how water face inclined. So first of all, we should denote some common terminologies. So here the top width is equal to A. So A is equal to top width of dam. And B is equal to bottom width of dam. Bottom width of dam structure. So here we can have triangle 1 and rectangular 1 and triangular 2. So triangular 1, triangle 2, okay, and one rectangle. So based on this, the centroid may be act somewhere, okay. So where the centroid acts, that place the load W is acting. So W is nothing but our weight of dam masonry, okay. So this side we can have water pressure, okay. So because of this inclination, we can have perpendicular to this the water pressure, that is F, okay. So it may go like this, the force F. So the resultant becomes like this. So F is equal to water pressure or force exerted by the water, okay. R is equal to resultant force, where the W meets the ground point, no, that is N, where the R meets the ground point, that is nothing but M. So the distance between the N and M is equal to X, okay. So X is equal to the force W and the resultant R cuts the base, okay. That is the distance between the force. So X is equal to Nm, okay. So here in the diagram, the bottom face A, B, C and D we can have, okay. So here so if I'm going to take instead of inclined portion, if I'm going to take verticality, so where the water level is there, that point is E, where the verticality is going to meet at the water level, that is point F, okay. So this is like a triangle, okay. So next, I already said here the force is going act as a inclined manner. So this inclination is nothing but theta. So if I am going to resolve this force into two direction, okay. So this force I am going to resolve into two direction. One is horizontal and another one is vertical. So vertical is nothing but fx, sorry, horizontal is fx, vertical is fy. Okay. So the angle between the resultant and fx is equal to theta. Okay. So whereas theta is equal to inclination of face. Inclination of face AC with vertical. Okay. So fx is equal to component of f in horizontal or x direction. So this is nothing but f cos theta. Similarly, fy is equal to component of f in vertical or y direction. So this is nothing but f sine theta. Okay. So now okay. Next, from A to M, the distance. Okay, now that is A to M, the distance is equal to D. So we are going to call it as AM is equal to the distance between the points is equal to denoted by the letter D. Okay. So next thing is the total height of the dam structure is equal to H. So H is equal to total height of dam. So small h is equal to height of water. Okay. So where the fx is maximum at which place? At an height of h by 3. Okay. Okay, now let us move on to the derivation. So here we should remember some things. Okay, so that one only we are going to have. So first, whereas W is equal to weight of the dam, weight of dam. So that we all know that density of dam into volume of dam. So that is volume is nothing but area into height. Okay. So here density we are denoted by the letter W naught, and the area is equal to A plus B the whole divided by 2. Okay. Into volume is nothing but H. So this is the formula for calculating the weight of the dam. Next we should move on to the thing that is L. So what is L? The length of the sloping side. The length of the sloping side, that is AC. Okay, so here we can calculate up to water level. So AE, which is subjected to water pressure. Which is subjected to water pressure. Okay, so consider 1 meter length of the beam. Sorry, 1 meter length of the dam. So now we can have the triangle A, E and F, this portion. AEF. Okay. So based on that, we are going to calculate the water pressure force. Okay. So consider triangle AEF. Okay. Here cos theta is equal to AF by AE. That is nothing but H by L. Okay. So L is equal to H by cos theta. Okay. Next, the force exerted by the water force exerted by the water, that is F is equal to W into A into H. We all know that. Whereas this omega is equal to density of water, which is nothing but 9810 Newton per meter cube or 9.81 kilonewton per meter cube. Okay. So here area, that is A is equal to, okay, area of face AE side, that is sloping side. Okay, so with respect to the length, we can consider per meter length. Okay, so then AE into per meter length. So that AE is equal to H by cos theta. Therefore, okay, and we all know that H bar is equal to H by 2. Okay, therefore F water force, F is equal to density into area, that is H by cos theta into H by 2. So the equation has been changed into density into H squared divided by 2 cos theta. This is the force we can exerted due to water pressure on the sloping side. So here I have to resolve this force into two direction. Okay, one is at x direction, that is Fx, and another one is at y direction, that is Fy. Okay, so let it be. So force Fx is maximum at a height of h by 3 from the base. So that we have mentioned in this diagram here. Okay, h by 3 Fx. Okay, so therefore we are going to resolve those force Fx, the angle is theta, and this is F. So Fx is equal to F into cos theta. Okay, whereas F, so F we have calculated that density into h square divided by 2 cos theta. Density into h square divided by 2 cos theta into cos theta. So cos theta get cancelled. So Fx becomes density into h square divided by 2. So this is the formula for water pressure in the horizontal direction. Next, we should move on to the water pressure, that is force Fy on vertical face. On vertical face AF, sorry, AE. Vertical face means AF. Okay. So therefore, Fy is equal to F into sin theta. So here F is equal to density into h square divided by 2 cos theta into sin theta. So whereas sin theta by cos theta is equal to tan theta. Okay. So we can write density into h square divided by 2 into tan theta. Okay. So in the triangle AEF. Okay. So what is the tan theta value? Okay. So tan theta is equal to EF, that is opposite side by adjacent side. EF by AF. Okay. So AF is nothing but H from the diagram. AF is equal to H. Okay. AF is equal to H. Therefore, tan theta is equal to EF by H. Okay. So Fy is equal to density into H squared divided by 2 into tan theta. Instead of tan theta, we are going to substitute EF by H. EF by H. So H is going to cancel. So density into H into EF by 2. So think about it. Uh, the area of triangle AEF. Okay, this is H and this is EF. If I'm going to take it as this is EF. Okay. So what is the area of this triangle? We are going to use the formula of half BH. So if I'm going to take half into breadth as EF into H as small h. So it is nothing but H into EF by 2. The same we can got it here. Okay, so this is nothing but density into area of triangle AEF. Okay, and we can multiply it with parameter length so that we can get weight of water in the wedge. In the wedge AEF. Okay, so this is our Fy value. So if they are asking for generally Fy, okay, so we can use the formula Fy is equal to H squared by 2 cos theta into sin theta. This formula you can generally use. Okay, so how the total weight, that is Fy, is nothing but the total weight of water acting in this portion, that is this triangle. So the total weight of water acting in this triangle is nothing but our Fy value. So it will be maximum where? From the face of A, it will be maximum at a distance of from the apex. Okay, there is 2/3, I think. So 2/3 of this distance EF. Okay, so there it will be maximum. Okay. So next, now these two things are over. Next, we have to go for a resultant force. That is nothing but we can have stress. That is maximum and minimum stress. Okay. So sigma max is equal to. So here, you just to remember, here there are two forces. Okay. One is which is acting at inclined. Okay. Now, so normally we are going to consider it as with respect to W we are going to take, but this F I am going to take in terms of I can resolve in terms of horizontal as well as vertical direction. Okay, our sigma max and sigma minimum value is related to the vertical force acting on the structure, that is dam structure. If I'm going to consider like this, there are two forces are acting. One is W and another one is Fi. So the addition of these two becomes our total vertical force. Okay. So for sigma max, we are going to consider vertical load. So if I'm going to take vertical loads, there are two forces. One is W and another one is Fy. So I'm going to give vertical load V is equal to W plus Fy. So that's why I'm going to change the formula like this. So V divided by B plus V into, 6 into V into eccentricity divided by B squared. So this is the formula for sigma max, and the sigma minimum is equal to V by B minus 6 into V into E divided by B squared. So these two are the formula I'm going to use to calculate the maximum and the minimum stress. Okay. So now you can think about that what is E. That is how we can calculate the eccentricity E. Okay. So eccentricity E is equal to, as usual, our previous regular formula, that is D minus B by 2 we are going to use. Eccentricity E is equal to D minus B by 2 we are going to use. Okay. So now we can know that D is nothing but, from the diagram, D is equal to AN plus NM, where D is equal to AN plus NM. Okay. So how to calculate the value of AN and AM? So that we can have the doubt. Okay. So how the way we have to calculate? So calculation of AN value. Okay. For finding the AN value, we have to equate the moment area. Okay. So equating the area moment about point A of the structure. So if I'm going to have, I can have three things, as I already said. One is triangular portion A, C, and this one. Okay. This is one triangle, another one is rectangular, another one is triangle. So these three area moment with respect to point A, I'm going to do to the total area of the entire dam. If I'm going to consider that, so first one is triangle. So triangle means triangle 1 multiplied with their centroid about A. Centroid about point A plus rectangular area. Rectangle area multiplied with centroid of the rectangular about point A, plus third one is triangle 2 area multiplied with centroid about A. Okay. So these three things is going to equate with the total area of the structure. So total area is trapezoidal section. So A plus B divided by 2 into H multiplied with the total base. Okay. This is total area multiplied with the centroid of the section. Okay, centroid of the entire section. Okay, the centroid of the entire section is nothing but the force is acting here. Okay, so this is nothing but AN, the centroid. So here you can get AN. So if I'm going to equate, automatically I can get the distance of AN. Next, calculation of NM. Okay, AN plus NM. So NM, how we are going to calculate? Okay. So NM we can directly calculate, that is X. Okay, now so we can calculate directly the X value. Okay, so we have to find out another formula, that is AM. So how to calculate the value of AM? That is the distance D. So AM minus AN, it will give the value of NM. Okay, so how to calculate the value of AM? How to calculate the value of AM? So for calculation of AM, I have to find the resultant. Okay, now. So the resultant R, I'm going to equate the resultant R acts at the base. Okay, at the base at point M. So in order to find out the distance AM, taking moment of all forces with respect to point point M. Okay, so here what are all the forces are acting? So here the first force Fy is acting. Okay, with respect to M I have to calculate. So here AM minus this 2/3 of this distance. Okay, this is with respect to Fy. With respect to Fx in towards the base point M, so Fx into h by 3. Okay, then this distance W into Nm, that is nothing but X. Okay, which is nothing but a centroid of the triangle. Okay, Nm distance. So that we are going to. So Fx into h by 3. So Fx is acting like this, so h by 3 acting like this. So the moment becomes clockwise. Next, Fy is acting here. So with respect to point A, I am going to take, so sorry, with respect to point M, I am going to take. Okay, so with respect to this, this moment becomes, that is Fy into this distance. Okay, now so this will be anti-clockwise movement, so minus Fy into AM minus 2/3 of EF distance. AM minus centroid of triangle 1. Okay, then next force we can have W is acting downward. So W is acting downward with respect to the distance. Okay, so here the distance is nothing but Nm. Okay, W into Nm. So this is also in anti-clockwise direction, so we have to give minus sign. So W into Nm is equal to 0. So by using this formula, we can calculate the value of Nm, sorry, Am. Okay. Thank you.